watching Numbskull News, and today I'm going to give you the Big 12 power rankings, and this is going to be only lightly based on my opinion. I'm going to use an aggregate of all of these so-called experts to give you somewhat of a scientific baseline for who should be on the top and the bottom and all throughout the middle of the power rankings. First off, I'm going to use the ESPN FPI list, and this is their 1 through 16. Of course, the FPI list had all the schools, but, I basically took them out of that FPI in order and made the 1 through 16 list. And if you see here, I'm using transfer portal rankings from 24/7. I'm using recruiting rankings from Rivals, and I'm using top coaches from Athlon, top QBs from Sports Illustrated. All right, so I'm trying to run the gambit here of all these experts from all these different locales to give us an aggregate. And now how I'm coming up with an aggregate. Okay, aggregate. So each one is ranking 1 through 16. So if you rank number 1, like Kansas State FPI 1, so they get 1 point for that. Arizona State is number 2, so they get 2 points for that. BYU number 3, so they get 3 points for that. So for every one of these top 16 lists, whether it's quarterback, coach, portal, or recruiting, you're going to get the point value of your position. I'm going to add those together, and that'll be the initial list. So the FPI, Kansas State first, of course, like I said. Arizona State, BYU, Kansas, TCU, number 5, Baylor, Tech, number 7. They don't think as highly as Tech as some other people. And they got UCF above Iowa State, which is crazy. Utah, number 10. Colorado, number 11. West Virginia, national people, most of the time, aren't too high on West Virginia. So that shouldn't surprise anybody. But that's the point totals there. Next up, portal class from 24/7 Sports. Tech is number 1. Colorado number 2. Houston number 3. West Virginia killing it in the portal. Oklahoma State doing what they needed the portal this year. Utah's doing well in it. Kansas. UCF is in the top 10. Baylor. Even Arizona, that's way higher than I thought Arizona would be in the portal. TCU, number 12, way down there. And at the very bottom, BYU. And there's everybody in between. Arizona State, number 14. It's crazy. Iowa State, number 15. And we go to recruiting. TCU, number 1, according to Rivals. Baylor, number 2. Arizona State, 3. Arizona, 4. Kansas State, 5. West Virginia, 6. And we keep going down the list. You got Oklahoma State, Utah, BYU. Houston will round out the top 10. And then Colorado. Colorado never scores that high on recruiting right now. But, there they are. Iowa State. Texas Tech is down here. They had a couple of years of top recruiting classes. I guess Rivals doesn't think much of this year's recruiting crop. Cincinnati, UCF, and KU to round out the very bottom. Top coaches per Athlon. Number 1 is Utah, Kyle Whittingham. I can't argue that. Number 2, Campbell. Can't argue that either. Number 3, Chris Kleiman. Okay, I'm down with that. Leipold at number 4, or Leipold, number 4. Okay. Arizona State, Dillingham, number 5. At first, I kind of had a problem with that. He had one great year so far in the Big 12. We need to see a little more. 6, Rich Rod. Now, of course, he left West Virginia, failed, but in his last stop, it was doing pretty well. So I guess they're taking all that into account. BYU, Sataki. That's a little low if you ask me. Coach Prime in the top 10. I'm good with that. Gundy, number 9. I mean, that was a really sorry year last year, so I can't argue that. Sonny Dykes, number 10. I mean, there's a lot of good coaches here, but he's got to be higher than that. Come the hell on. Willie Fritz at number 11. I don't know about that. Coach Aranda from Baylor, number 12. There's room for growth from Aranda. A couple years ago he'd have been way higher on this list. He's kind of earned his way down the list, but McGuire, number 13. I can't argue it. I can't argue that with Athlon. I would say definitely last year, I think they underperformed a little bit. We got to see it. Satterfield, 14. I got a lot of hope for him. Frost at 15 was a little surprising. And Brennan, no one likes this guy. No one likes him at all. So that's not shocking. QBs I got from Sports Illustrated. Now this list is a little, I don't know about this list, but I wanted to put another group of experts in here talking quarterback. And this is just going off of what they believe as far as raw talent goes. So here we go. Arizona State, they love Levitt. Utah, number 2 with Dampier. They are in love with Dampier. Utah's in love with Dampier. We haven't seen jack shit of him in the Big 12 yet, but that's why it's kind of crazy to me. Daniels, number 3, was surprising given he was the total shits early part of last year. Salter, number 4. Results have to be in this too. That's why I'm a little weird about it. TCU, Hoover, number 5. Still, that's a little low for me. Number 6, Avery Johnson. That's a little low for me. Becht, number 7. Again, that's a little low. BYU and Ratzloff. I mean, a lot of these guys are a little bit low. Fafita, number 9. I don't know if I would have him that high. The results ain't great. He's got talent, but, Texas Tech with Morton. Oh, man. It's kind of hard to argue that one. Wegman at number 11. I mean, I guess he's got talent, but Sorsby at 12. All right, but Baylor, Robinson at number 13, that is really, really low to me. Do they know something no one else does? I don't know, but that's going to kind of skew Baylor a little bit, but I'm going with the experts here. And then I put question marks on these other ones because we don't really know if they're going to be the guy. Maybe there's a good feeling right now. Maybe they're in their lead right now. West Virginia, Oklahoma State, UCF at the bottom. Totals thus far, when you add all this up, given all those your ratings and actual point total, ASU has 25 points. And this is going to be kind of like a golf scoring. The lower score is the better score. So Arizona State 25, Utah 27. Kansas State so far ranked with just all of the experts. Kansas State number 3 with 28. Number 4, TCU with 33 points. 5, Kansas with 34. 6, Colorado with 36. Baylor at number 7 with 42. BYU 43 points. And tied with West Virginia at 43. Texas Tech with 44 points. Iowa State with 45. The experts aren't completely sold on Tech and Iowa State for this year. And they're kind of iffy on BYU and Baylor, as you can see. Oklahoma State with 50 points. I guess they think, it being 12, they're not going to be the total shits this year. Houston, 51 points. 14 is Arizona. 15 UCF. And Cincinnati, dead ass at the bottom. I don't see that happening, but this is where the experts are in all these different categories. Next up, what I did, I took the finishes of last year. Where everyone finished in the Big 12 last year. Now, I flipped, because BYU technically is the number 2 finisher last year. But I'm giving Iowa State that spot. They got to the conference title game. So I know BYU, they did great. They won their bowl game and all that. It's very impressive. But Iowa State, to me, deserves the number 2 spot. So this is the finish, and just like everything else, if you finish number 1, you get 1 point. If you finish number 16, you get 16 points. And the more points you have, the worse it is for you. Adding all that into the totals, we get a new leaderboard. Arizona State still in the lead. Kansas State. TCU number 3. Hell yeah. Colorado 4. Utah comes at 5. And number 6 is KU. 7 BYU. 8 Iowa State. Baylor 9. Top 10 Texas Tech just can't get any higher up there, regardless of what the hell is going on. West Virginia at 11. Houston at 63. Oklahoma State at 66. Arizona gets down there at number 14. Cincinnati at 15. And UCF at 16. Next up, I'm doing strength of schedule. So this is what I did. I took all of the all the conference games for each one of these schools. So I took out their schedules, just their conference games. And so when you play Iowa State, you get 47 points. When you play Arizona State, that's 26 points. When you play UCF, that's 77. So how it works with this, all right, then I added all that up. So 9 conference games, and I add in the points, the values for each school. So the more points you have, the easier the schedule is. That's how that works out. And the lower the points you have, that means you're playing the upper crust of this leaderboard, and that's a harder schedule, theoretically. So, strength of schedule. This is how the points worked out for that. KU got the easiest schedule. Kansas has the easiest schedule of 511 point total. Number 2 is Oklahoma State. We'll see if they can take advantage of that. Baylor. This is why I say look the hell out for Baylor. The 3rd easiest schedule by the experts. Using this information, the 3rd easiest schedule is Baylor. Number 4, BYU. Number 5, UCF. At number 6 is Cincinnati, which is why I believe 6-6 they should be able to get to with Cincinnati. Kansas State, still inside the top 10. Houston at number 8. They have a shot to get to a bowl game this year. I do believe that's a doable schedule. It's progressively getting a little tougher, but it's doable. Arizona 9. I don't think they have much hope. Texas Tech ranks number 10. They're kind of getting towards the bottom here. It's a tougher schedule. Arizona State, 447 points. It's getting tougher. Iowa State, number 12. TCU got a tough-ass schedule. Not as tough as West Virginia. And then Colorado and Utah. That by far just 1 point separates them. Those are the 2 hardest schedules in the league. Period. So all this talk of Utah going to climb right back up there. If they do, if Utah is back up at the top, then holy shit. They're legit. Because to me, hardest schedule by the experts and all this shit. Toughest schedule. Now, what I did before I show you the how all this works out, before I show you that, I didn't even bother writing this up because it's such a little change. But I did take the non-conference stuff, and I put basically 0 points for you should destroy this team. 1 point for when, okay, this could be a tough matchup. And number 2, where this is a dangerous matchup. If not, kind of like, I believe Oklahoma State plays Oregon in their opener. Someone plays Oregon. I think it's Oklahoma State. we could essentially assume that's a loss going on the road to Oregon. We could just assume that's a loss. So that got a higher point total for degree of difficulty. And so I added those points in there. So the overall final, including these points and your non-conference points, here's the final. Here is the power rankings, the overall power rankings. Number 1, Arizona State. And if you don't see them in a conference final, something went wrong. Number 2, Kansas State. That should not shock anybody. Avery Johnson should be at his max power level. Kansas, this would not shock with that schedule. They still have talent. They still got a good quarterback. The national media believes they got a damn good quarterback. And they believe they got a damn good coach. So I believe that being number 3 is not out of the question. BYU being number 4, I'm a buyer. Unless Retzloff gets thrown off the team, this is fine with me. Baylor at number 5 and TCU at number 6, I am good with. Colorado being number 7, I don't know. I don't know about that one right now. Utah at number 8, I'm kind of good with Utah being number 8. You know, there's still some proving you got to do. And like I said, tough as hell schedule. Texas Tech being number 9. I mean, personally, I may have them a little high. I might put them above Colorado at number 7, to me, because they still have something to prove. I can't put them any higher than that. But number 7 for Texas Tech, probably. Number 10 for Iowa State. This is mostly because, it's a tough schedule, but also the experts aren't sold. Again, I would have them up in the 7 or 8 category. You know, I would probably put Iowa State, I don't know. I may have put them above Baylor if it was just all based off of my opinion. I'd have them quite a bit higher up. West Virginia, I'm good with. Number 12, Oklahoma State. I don't know how you get there. I would put Cincinnati at 12, and I would probably knock Oklahoma State down. I understand they love Gundy. Schedule's not bad at all, but I don't know. Houston, if you want to put them there, that's fine. Arizona, I don't know how you put Arizona above UCF. I don't know how you do that. Not when you have Brennan, the number 16 coach. I know you like the quarterback, and they hate Scott Frost too. The experts hate Scott Frost. I don't think he deserves to be that hated. Now, Fafita is better than anything UCF's got, so maybe that's a little more accurate. I don't know. But UCF has shown me just a little bit more than Arizona has. I know coaching change and yada, yada, yada. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. You can't completely blame me. I used a lot of expert opinions from all over the freaking map. So kiss my ass if you want to hate me because Texas Tech is number 9. But that's what I'm going to go with. In this season, I'm going to do power rankings every week. I didn't do that last year. I did them once a quarter. Every 4 games or every 3 games, I would do power rankings. But this year, I'm going to do them weekly. Even though it's a bigger pain in the ass. Even though people may not watch. That's what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. If you didn't, don't know what to tell you. Because this took like hours of work to look all this shit up and devise all this. This is a lot of damn work. So, if you're not subscribed, at least subscribe for somebody who's willing to put in hours of bullshit to come up with this. Maybe. I don't know. Just subscribe, damn it. Anyway, thanks for watching this crap. I'll be back with some more crap later. Bye.